Hello there, Anna-Lena here, blessings from Denmark. So the title of this video is Serving the Growing Christ. And I did not come up with this sentence myself. It is from Andrew Harvey. And he's written a book called Son of Man, and some might know him. I just want to share with you that about some things that I have been thinking about lately, because now it makes sense to me. I understand what he meant when he said it. So about 1.5 years ago, I joined a webinar with him. It's through something called the Shift Network. I get their newsletter. I'm sure some of you know about it. They have like amazing spiritual teachers there. And the title of the webinar was Rediscover the Christ Path. And the teachings were from the Gospel of Thomas, which was found in 1945 after World War II. And also his teaching, he would tell us stories about his mentor, his teacher in Christ, his teacher in love, and the way he describes Father Bede, which was his teacher, is just so full of love. So anyway, Andrew Harvey, I saw him, I felt him, I could sense him, just a living being with this burning desire for Christ, with so much love in his eyes. And at this point, this is about 1.5 years ago, my journey, I had met Jesus. He'd come to me in a very dark moment. He blessed me with his love. I didn't know what to do with it. I was still in a lot of pain. And, I started to feel that this journey is about something else. This journey is bigger than me. This journey is beyond what I sort of can comprehend. It was definitely not what I thought anyone would choose. So it felt obviously that it was completely out of control. There's another word there, control. We might have to talk about that at some point. So this was a 7-week-long webinar, and there were teachings every week, and I still have the transcriptions and the recordings from the webinar, and I've been thinking that I'd like to check it out again, because it was beautiful, it was profound, it was some would say that the Gospel of Thomas was not discovered before 1945 because of the evolution of the human race. We were not ready to hear it until then. I hope, did I say in the beginning, I'm not a scholar. I am not a scholar in this. I am a student. Okay, I am a student, just to be absolutely clear about that. And he said, serve the growing Christ, which if I remember correctly, is something that Father Bede said to him. And this, I think, is important. Okay, to serve the growing Christ. People who are on the path, walking the Christ path. So anyway, just to sum up some of the teachings, it was about the sacred feminine, about the role of women in the Bible and in the time of Jesus' life. And it was about the divine masculine, which obviously is Jesus Christ himself, and was about birthing the divine child within. And it was about marrying the opposites, like marrying the light and the shadow. And on this journey, it's like all your shadows will come to the surface, and you marry all your shadows with the light, so that you are no longer afraid of all your shadows, because you have married it with your light. These were actually my own words. Anyway, and then he talks about walking the Christ path, obviously, and he talks about sacred activism and the divine human. And I want to share something that he told us in that episode, which was birthing the divine child. And I wrote it down because I can't remember it, of course. And I'll copy it, and I'll leave it in the comments below this video. So I need my glasses. Here we go. This is Andrew Harvey and what he's sharing. He's with his mentor, Father Bede, and they are having a conversation in a small hut at this ashram in India, in the southern part of India. So Father Bede says to Andrew Harvey, "You know what is the ultimate rebellion in this ghastly, violent, chaotic time?" So Andrew Harvey says, "Absolutely not. What is it?" Then he says, Father Bede, "Words that I beg you to write in letters of diamond fire on your heart." He said, Father Bede says to Andrew Harvey in this conversation, "The ultimate rebellion is to do whatever you have to do, to accept whatever you have to accept, to go through whatever you have to go through, to let grace birth you as a divine child. Grace birth you. Because when you become a divine child, you become a source of radiant joy to those in despair. You become a source of radioactive mischief in a world crushed by groaning seriousness. That's why we're on the path of the Christ. Ooh, what's not to like? What's not to like? As I said, I'm going to leave it below. The way that I interpret the word mischief here is that it's like playfulness. It's like playful misbehavior, like a child. Anyway, those were the words. May God bless you wherever you are.